All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And this is just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. I want to touch on how heaven and hell are conditions played out on the earth. All right? According to the Bible, heaven and hell are conditions that are played out on the earth. So without further ado, let's get straight into the scriptures. All right, so the first scripture I want to get is this. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah 51. Verse 53. All right. Yep, verse 53. So, right, so we'll start there. It says, though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. You see? So what does it mean, mount up into heaven? All right, this means to be in a glorious state, right? So when you even look at this place here, Babylon the Great, which is America, it has mounted up into the heavens. It's in the most glorious, glorified state on the planet Earth. Right now, we know the scriptures talk about Babylon being Babylon having that golden cup, right? Let's jump down to verse 7. Jeremiah 51 verse 7, it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, thereof the nations are mad. So the nations have took on the philosophies, the customs, the ways of America, Babylon the Great. Okay? And they have applied it to themselves. You see? Because what? Babylon have been that golden cup. Right? Everything starts from Babylon the Great. Everything starts from America, also known as that great city, also known as spiritually Sodom in Egypt. Okay, the Chaldeans, right? All these different places, can be applied to America, Babylon the Great. You see, but this place is that golden cup. All the nations around the world drink out of this cup. You see, this cup is their cistern that they drink from. Right? So now the nations are mad. The nations are angry. The nations are pissed off. Okay? Because what they have drunken, have destroyed them. Right? Not only has, this place and starting from with E or from E has destroyed the mentally, physically, and spiritually of the Israelites, but it's destroyed the other nations, mentally, physically, and spiritually. To hence why all the other nations are leaving off from their own customs and applying the customs of America, Babylon the Great to their lifestyle or their heritage. You see, you got people that come from the Middle East, or you know what I'm saying? Or let's say China, for example. They leave off from they goop customs or their goop idols and start to worship idols like Jesus Christ. You see? So the nations are mad. You don't think that people be mad about their people coming to Babylon the Great and then coming back home, bringing that madness to them? They be pissed off, man. Because they see it's destroying their heritage, their way of life, their principles that they, so to speak. Right? But let's get back on the point. Okay? Jeremiah 51 verse 53 says, though Babylon shall mount up into heaven, a glorious state, right? And though she shall fortify the height of her strength, the height exalted, right, of her strength, yet shall from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord. And that's what's going to happen to America, Babylon the Great. Spoilers are going to come upon this place and destroy this place. All right? Spoilers, okay, via Yahushua and the angels, ultimately. But the other nations, want to help destroy this place with the thermonuclear missiles, as prophecy says. All right, so let's go to another one. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Let's go to the book of Matthew 11, verse 23. It says, "And thou, Capernaum, which art exalted unto heaven." This is a city, mind you. "For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day. But I say unto you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for thee." You see that? So this glorious place, Capernaum, okay, that was exalted into heaven, that was in its glorified state, right? State of glory, had been exalted into heaven, right? But it says what? Or Salaki, I missed the part. Let's read verse 23 again. It says, "And thou, Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell." So now being brought down to a lower state, a low condition, right? Not being anymore, in a state of glory. Same thing that's going to happen to America, Babylon the Great. Why it's in this heavenly estate, right? Which is rapidly on the decline. It's about to be brought down to a state of hell, a state of affliction, a state of misery. All right? Right now, just pay attention. Pay attention to these words, heaven and hell, right? These are conditions that is being played out on the earth. Just keep in mind, right? Keep in mind the glorious state, and then it's just a low, afflicted type of state of misery, right? So let's get because Capernaum, that was a very flourishing city. You see? So now, right, so I even got it in the notes. Some notes over here. It goes into right. So the flourishing city, right, goes into the heaven. A low estate, a state of affliction, goes into hell. To raise to dignity, honor, and happiness, prosperity, opulence, which goes into what? Great wealth, luxuriousness, and lavishness. Hey, that's America, Babylon the Great. Hey, when these other nations, think about America, when they see these things on on different media platforms, they say, America's that great city. We want to go there. Okay? We can be as all we can be if we go to America. We can do the things that we're not allowed to do over here. You see? It's like freedom. All right? It's like freedom. So, what else I wanted to go to? Oh, yeah. Right? So let's go to show you that hell, right, is a state of affliction. Let's go into the few accounts. But I want to go into the one in the book of Jonah. Okay. Who is that for? No. He just ate. Alright, Salaki, bear with me. Where's the book of Jonah at? Because you gotta, so we gotta count in there's an account with King David too. Of King David speaking about hell has compassed him, right? Because what? King David was going through a time or a state of affliction. Okay? Oh my goodness, where's Jonah? It's like Jonah had Jonah. Okay, here we go. So, you know about the story about Jonah. Jonah was told to go to a particular place as the Lord said. Jonah didn't listen. Jonah tried to get on a boat and flee. Then things start happening. It's like, I believe a storm started happening, right? And the guys on the boat was basically asking what happened. Jonah told them. They threw Jonah off the boat. Jonah got swallowed by a fish. All right? Now, let's jump to verse 2. Let's get to the point. It says, "Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God." Well, let's start at verse 17. It says, "Now the Lord had prepared," Jonah 1 verse 17. "Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Now, You know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, how is it possible for Jonah to get swallowed by a fish? Well, listen here. All right. In this Bible on the margin, it says whale, right? Which a whale is just nothing but a big fish. All right. But you got to think about even a time that was back then. A lot of fish were bigger. Okay. Animals were bigger. People, you know, were a little bit bigger. Right. You see? So, but even today, you got some, even today, not even speaking of a whale type of fish, you got even fish today that are humongous, that are fish. But see, when you people use this just a low level mindset, you say a fish. How can a little fish swallow a whole man? Look it up. There's incidents where there's fishes that's large as couches, large as, you know, SUVs, or even not being a whale. Okay? These things have happened, but people with this low-level mindset, they say a little fish, they think of a little goldfish. You know what I'm saying? They think of maybe a small little fish that's in a lake. Even though you go deep down in different areas like rivers and oceans, the fishes are bigger. Okay, so what's nothing small? Right? Verse 2, it says, Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So out of the belly of hell, which Jonah was in. Meaning what? Jonah was going through a state of affliction. Jonah was going through a state of misery. Can you imagine being inside a belly of a fish? Right? The smell, right? Being closed in. That's a state of misery. That's a state of affliction. Okay? So this is examples proving you that these are conditions of the earth. And there's more. Okay, but I believe the point is made through the Spirit. Alright? One more thing, alright? Because also when you deal with the word hell in the Greek, it goes back to word Hades, meaning what? Meaning the grave. Okay? Meaning the grave. You see? Oh yeah, so it says yeah, the grave. That's the point. Now it gives you another definition where it says, or Pluto, the god of the lower regions, but no, it means the grave. Alright. Another one there's another one in hell in the Greek. The Greek word is Gehenna, a fire, the origin of the valley of Hinnom. And that's in Matthew 5, verse 22. So let's get that. And, you know, we covered everything. Oh, here come my bun. So he's about to be noisy. Oh boy. So let me make this very quick. Let's go to the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter. Okay, Matthew 5, verse 22 says, But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of counsel. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. So these so-called Christians teach that this is going to be a place where you go to hell, or a place where you go torment forever. Well, that's not true. That's madness. Okay, now when you even go down to, let's see, vein fell out your head. Trying to find something in this. Okay, which one? 1, 2. Right, so the term of hell, right, even in my study Bible says what? Like I said, in the Greek, Gehenna, says it refers to the valley of Hinnom at Jerusalem, where fires provided a powerful and graphic picture. Okay? Nah, see, they went on. Ultimate picture of ultimate destruction of hell. See, they going off with that. It's not a place of hell where you go burn forever. Okay, not a place where you go burn forever. Wish I can pull up another definition on my phone, but I can't find it. So let's go get what they gave me. They gave me Jeremiah. Let's see. 7. Jeremiah 7 verse 31, I'll start at verse 30. It says, "For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, saith the Lord. They have set their abomination in the house, which is called by my name, to pollute it. And they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom." This is a place, right? "To burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart." So this is where they burned their sons and daughters in the fire. Okay? Where? In the valley of the son of Hinnom. Right? It's not talking on no place underground where you go burn forever, man. All right? But, primarily, heaven and hell is speaking about conditions that are played out on the earth. So, Lord willing, hope this other thing. We want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.